Hi, and welcome to Joe's Bay Corner, a show on Tomovision about all things Beyblade. Today we're going to be looking at the brand new ViperTail Random Booster Select. There are 3 possible variants of ViperTail that you can pull out of this random booster. Hopefully I don't get any duplicates this time. That said, no matter what, you're at least guaranteed to pull the ViperTail blade. Let's hope the odds are in my favor with today's Random Booster Select. Here we are with yet another random booster for Beyblade X. This one is what they're calling a Random Booster Select, which includes a smaller amount of Beyblades and a guarantee to at least get the blade part of the prize bay. Here's the bays that you can pull in this Random Booster Select. You have ViperTail 580 Orbit, which is entirely made up of new parts. Then you have ViperTail 460 Flat in this really cool black color scheme, and it also includes the flat bit, which I do not have yet. And I'm always happy to have more 60 height ratchets. Lastly, we have a yellow ViperTail 380 High Needle. This reminds me quite a bit of the yellow Shark Edge from the last random booster. Here's a look at your ratchet and bit. 580, which has 5 points, and Orbit, which looks quite familiar to Ball, but it's actually got some subtle differences that we'll get into later. Let's start with the blade first. I'm really curious about the ViperTail blade. It looks surprisingly aggressive for what's supposed to be a stamina type. What could it be? Oh, I got the prize bay! Let's go! Ah, sweet victory. The odds are finally in my favor after the last random booster. Wow, this is an incredibly detailed Beyblade. Notice this honeycomb pattern on the plastic and on the metal that resembles snakeskin. And here's a look at 580, which shares the same color scheme as the blade, this blue and orange motif. Well, it's hard to say if this is orange or red, it's somewhere in between. A subtle detail about 580 is this section where the points are is actually taller than previous releases, and it feels sturdier. Also, this in-between section is closed off in 580, even though these are both 580 height ratchets. I have a feeling that 580 is going to outclass these ratchets with shorter defensive rings. I hope they carry this taller defensive ring on the 80 height ratchets into the future. The less open gaps in a Beyblade, the better, especially for defense types. And here we have Orb. So your first blush reaction might be that, oh, this is just a slightly smaller ball. Orb is different in some subtle but very important ways. Firstly, even this slight difference in width is going to mean less friction between the bit and the stadium, meaning that it has better stamina than Ball. Also, you may have noticed, Orb is a perfect circle, whereas Ball is ever so slightly tapered. These are subtle differences, but the bit is the part of the Beyblade making contact with the stadium the most, so they're actually quite important differences. And here's ViperTail all assembled and ready to battle. I really love the contrast of the blue and the gear chip and the ratchet compared to the orange, also in the ratchet, the bit, and this underneath plastic part in the blade. Let's open the next random booster and see what we can pull. Watch me pull a duplicate of the prize bay. I honestly wouldn't be disappointed in that. Here's a peek at November's Beyblade releases, 2 3-on-3 deck sets. I hear they're gonna feature some pretty familiar Beyblades. I already pulled the prize bay, so honestly, I'll be happy with anything that I pull from this one. Let's see which color we got in the second random booster. Oh my gosh, no way! I pulled another prize bay! Are you serious? Maybe I should stop recording this video and go pick up a lottery ticket. Looks like we're forever cursed to pull doubles no matter which random booster it is. This time we're going to be pitting ViperTail against another aggressive defense type, Drawn Sword 380 Ball. These are pretty similar Beyblades in many respects, so I'm curious to see how these battles will unfold. Today's competitors, ViperTail 580 Orb versus Drawn Sword 380 Ball. Here we go. Oh my gosh. Massive hit from Drawn Sword. takes is one good smash attack. That one goes to drawn sword. ViperTail, first finish for ViperTail. Extreme dash from ViperTail. Good hits, good hits. And that one goes to drawn sword. Circling each other. Drawn sword's kind of tipping over though. Ooh, now ViperTail's not stable. Oh, burst finish from ViperTail at the last second. Nice defense for ViperTail. That angle, that aggressive angle. Huge hit for ViperTail. And that one barely goes to drawn sword. Really good hits from ViperTail. Oh no, drawn sword hit the extreme line, but not in a good way. Another burst finish for ViperTail. Extreme finish and burst finish? We're gonna have to look at the footage on that one. So, what did you think of ViperTail and those battles with drawn sword? I'm noticing a pattern here. ViperTail is the burst king of Beyblade X, at least against this drawn sword combo. I can't wait to do further testing with this Beyblade. As it stands, ViperTail is currently one of the more aggressive stamina types. I think it should be classified as more like a balance type. If you picked up some of these random boosters yourself, comment down below and let me know what you pulled. Stay tuned, the powerful defense type Leon Claw is coming in the mail this week. At the start of Beyblade X, it was a slow drip of new releases, but now it's an absolute waterfall, especially with next month's 3-on-3 deck sets, 2 of them, and another starter pack, Rhino Horn. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and until next time, aim high and shoot for the stars.